How we doing, everyone? It's great to be back. It's Friday evening, about 11 o'clock. I have to be up early tomorrow for hockey practice, so making it a little early tonight, and I'm gonna hit the hay. But I want to talk about a few different things that I went through obviously today and were on my mind. And I want to start off with what I did this morning. I had a bunch of things on my list, and I got a decent amount of them done, not all of them unfortunately. But the first thing that I did was I was a little behind on the vlog, so I posted the one from yesterday. You should go check that one out. I think that's probably one of the nicest thumbnails that I've created so far, so I was proud of that. I was also working on the headlight restoration video that I promised, that everyone is looking forward to, I'm absolutely sure, and that is almost done being edited, so that'll be up pretty shortly as well. Let's see, I'm reading my notes here. We also had I had a lunch meeting today with my buddy Zach. We talked about a bunch of different things, everything that's going on, a little bit of ZPG things and here and there and everything like that. It was pretty good. It was a pretty good meeting. This afternoon, I had the pleasure to have a call with a woman that does graphic design work that another friend of mine got me in touch with, and it was a great conversation. I'm very happy to see, happy from what I saw from the portfolio and everything that the conversation had to offer. So we're moving forward with that. That's going to be a logo for Fueled by Progress. Very excited there because I want to just get that off and running and start putting it on different things, starting to experiment with whether it's a print on demand thing or suppliers from somewhere else locally or internationally, whatever it is. I just want to start that sort of a thing. I feel like that'd be really fun and something cool that I could do to really jumpstart a lot of the creative juices and continue like these types of things with vlogs and everything like that. I think that'd be a cool thing to do in that regard. So I'm excited to get that going. I actually got another lead from a buddy of mine today for Find a Tech, so George is on the ball. Yeah, so that's pretty exciting. Again, that's not something that like I'm focused on everything and like kind of like sporadic at the same time, but it's cool to know that I'm able to continuously move through all these different pieces and things that I want to do and still have that as the backbone and be able to really utilize that skill set for more than just like one thing here and there and different clients and all that. So it's another step in the right direction. I'm happy to see that. And then similarly with the going back to the Fueled by Progress thing, I did a lot of research on whether I want to do print on demand or I want to do international sourcing for manufacturing, or if I want to do locally and all that sort of stuff. So that was pretty good. And then another update on Fueled by Progress, actually Szymanski Media, but also Fueled by Progress for the upcoming video on the that I promised on Aslo. I logged in Aslo today. I didn't get any notification from them, so hopefully I'll get something tomorrow or whatever, but I logged into the Aslo account that I created the other day for Szymanski Media, and it seemed to work. It seemed like I was in there. It seemed like it was a good account. It said the card would be arriving pretty soon, 7 to 10 days or whatever. So it looks like all is a go with Aslo, which is also pretty cool because I was excited to give that a shot, and no minimums, nothing like that. I think that could be a pretty cool platform for things that are mostly online based and not going to have a lot of cash or check or anything like that. So I will get a video for you as far as setting that up and then my review and all that sort of stuff here shortly. So look out for that. Still waiting on my taxes. As far as like the return pack and everything like that. I kind of want to share that too, because I had an interesting conversation with my buddies the other day about taxes and like with LLCs and like the money that you write off and withholding, like if you have a job and all that sort of stuff. So there's a lot that kind of is interesting about that, and I got a return last year and I have to pay this year, so just interested, just a very interesting situation, and something that, you know, I'm new to. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, I mean, overall, it was a day of just kind of cleaning up a couple things, getting the videos posted and everything like that. And like I said, I mean, it was a Friday. I had one good piece of information that I posted actually on, I think it was LinkedIn, Instagram, posted pretty much everywhere. And I truly feel like this now. And it's pretty powerful if you didn't see it. It was just a short little video clip. And basically what I said is, it was inspired by people specifically today. I don't know why exactly today I saw it the most, but like you know, like thank God it's Friday type things, Friday. You know, a lot of people like, oh, you know, thank God it's the end of the week or whatever. And I never felt like, I don't feel like that. You know, like it's just been 3 weeks, and it's like, it's Friday. I didn't even really realize it was Friday. And then once I realized it's Friday, like I didn't care that it was Friday, because I just want to do this all the time. Like, these are the things that I like to do. You can see it right over there. I hung that up. I need a whiteboard, but I hung that up in lieu of that. And yeah, I need to keep that, you know, front and center, top of mind. And those are the things that I like to do. So there's no end to it for me, because I am enjoying what I'm doing, which is something that I would honestly recommend to anyone. And I saw a lot of that today. I saw a lot of people that were, you know, rejoicing that it was the end of the week. Obviously, I don't know if this week was particularly tough for people or whatever it was, but I saw that. And then I also saw people that, like, today specifically, a lot of people were not necessarily engaging with the content, but like a lot of people were like looking at my stuff on, I think it was like LinkedIn and everything like that. So it was exciting. I mean, I'm really starting to see a little bit of the results, more subscribers, things like that. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. So I want to talk about one topic to wrap this up. You know, like I said, day was whatever. Today was pretty good overall, but it wasn't like outstanding as far as the things that I got done. Nothing crazy, but we're still moving forward. And you're going to have these days, ups and downs. I talked about this last week. It is a weekend thing for me, though. Like, I'm going to have, probably my weekends are going to be a little less productive than my weekdays, because I have other things. Tomorrow, I got to wake up. I got to go to hockey practice from 6:30 to 8 o'clock. Then I got to go to work at the restaurant. And then I have to go, I have plans to go out to, you know, dinner and stuff like that with my girlfriend and some friends. So there's a lot going on, right? And that happens. That's life. But I want to talk about sort of a related topic, but something that I've been getting, and I have a very difficult time talking about, very difficult time understanding and kind of going through and everything like that. And that is the idea of really just circling around money. Now, let me preface this with the fact that to this point, if you're somebody who has watched all of these videos so far, if you know me personally, you might know this. If you don't know me that well personally and you're just kind of like following along, then it'll be news to you. But I have been in a pretty good financial situation for, I would say, most of my life. I mean, I'm not like, I'm definitely not rich. There's like, I would just say, you know, moderate, like, you know, lower middle class type of thing. But what I mean is, I'm talking about me specifically. I didn't have a lot of debt throughout college. I accrued up to about $26,000. I want to keep this brief because I'm trying to give context to what's going to happen next. But I had about $26,000 in like government loan debt. And I paid all that off in 1 year, from the time that I graduated college till like the time that I, you know, 1 year after, right? So I had that. Never really had any other debt. Never had any car debt. Don't own a house or anything like that. Never any credit card debt. Never paid any interest on credit cards. I have like 9 of them. That's another video. But all of this stuff, right, all of this information that I've gathered from all these different sources online and videos and YouTube and everything, I want to start giving that back. And I try to give that back to people that I know. I try to give that back to people like in my family, my friend group and all that. And now I want to give it back via YouTube here. Now I know there's a bunch of other people that do this already, but I think that I can give my own personal spin on it and take and everything like that. And that's where I'm at from a personal finance perspective. So every single day I think of more in different like content, different things to share on YouTube and different social media and stuff like that. And one of them is going to be general personal finance tips. I'm going to come out with that personal finance crash course here pretty soon. I'm going to have net worth updates, just because I think that's important to really understand, like, that I'm not talking out of my ass a lot of times. Everybody's situation is different. Not everybody is as fortunate as everybody else, but everybody has, an equal opportunity. Not equal opportunity, I wouldn't say necessarily. That's a kind of a weird way to put it, but if you want to succeed, there's almost nothing stopping you. I truly believe that. I mean, like, you can make excuses, you could choose to complain, but if you do that, you're just hurting yourself. So, like, if you tried 100% and you got knocked down like indefinitely, then that happens. I understand. I guess I understand that. But if you want to try and you're capable and you want to go and you want to do those things, then just do it. And I want to try to be the person to help. So, all that being said, that was a foreshadowing of what's to come. But I want to talk about a variation on that theme, and it's where I'm at right now, because it's a very foreign territory. The last 3 weeks, obviously, I haven't really been getting a paycheck like I've been accustomed to for the last 2.5 years, and even beyond, because I've been working, before that. But it's an interesting spot. I don't have that like steady stream of income, and honest to God though, I haven't really spent a lot of money in that time either. Probably spent much less money in these past 3 weeks than I've spent in months before leading up to this, just because you think about all the money you have to spend in gas going back to work every day, the extra activities that you're doing, eating out at lunch most of the time, all these other things, and it really starts to add up when you think about it. And then when you don't do it, it really it's like, wow, I'm not really losing that much money or spending that much money, because that's it's just a different lifestyle sort of. That being said though, this is probably the next hurdle that I have to overcome, and it's the fact that I don't give a shit if I'm like not making like $50,000 a year, like guaranteed through a salary anymore. Like, I don't care. Like, I just don't care, because it's a tough spot for me, genuinely, because I'm still in my parents' house and I'm still kind of like in their realm, and they're paying for obviously like a lot of the stuff in the house, obviously their house. I don't pay rent or anything like that, and I'm extremely appreciative of that, and I have an advantage there, and I don't take it for granted. But at the same time, this is something that is like YouTube, Fueled by Progress, Find It Tech, all these things are things that make me happy. I truly want to do every single day when I get up, and are absolutely going to turn into revenue streams if you just keep with it. Like, there's almost no way they couldn't. So I'm just trying to use this as a time to, one, obviously explain my situation, but two, hopefully be some sort of inspiration at whatever level to people that are thinking about doing this type of thing and think they might not be able to. Like I said, my financial situation might be different than yours. Maybe like if you're in the red, obviously, it might be it might be even harder to justify than the situation that I'm currently in and currently was when I made this decision. But at the same time though, if you don't make the decision, you're never going to move towards your goal. Like, if you don't actively try to pursue what you're doing, regardless of how risky it may be on the front-facing side of the initial part of it, then you're always going to be stuck. And I was stuck. I was absolutely stuck. I just wasn't happy. It was totally stagnant, and now I'm as free as a butterfly. I mean, like there's no other way to describe it. So I kind of talked about a lot of things here, and a lot of the stuff is just really trying to gear you guys and myself up for what's to come, because I really think that it's going to be something special that we can all benefit from. And I really just think that it's my time to start to kind of give back and really like share what I've got from other people, all these different resources, and curated this, and then kind of help with people close to me and people wherever else in the internet space there. So I'm excited. I think that we're moving forward pretty well. When people ask me like, how much money have you made so far, it's a difficult question for me to answer, because the honest answer is not much, because none of these types of things really are good revenue generating things yet. But that's again why I kind of lean on Find a Tech and stuff like that. But I'm fortunate enough, again, like I said, to not have to be starving or anything, obviously, right? So we're moving forward. We're gonna keep getting better. I'm gonna keep doing these. Look for more content sprinkled in between. There's more in the pipeline. And the last bit of advice that I could give you is just really, I feel like society, parents, all this other stuff have at least this effect on me, but probably a lot of other people, made us focus on money, focus on safety and money, and making sure that you have a degree and you have all these other things happening that are safe, right? And I feel like a lot of times the safety leads to a lot of unhappiness, leads to a lot of regretfulness, and I don't want that. I'm very confident in my ability to make money, definitely long term, trying to ramp it up obviously in the short term, but you can't be impatient. So that's the name of the game, is don't think of money as something that you absolutely need. I love money. I love personal finance. I love saving money. I love investing money. But don't think of it as you need all this money. Because truthfully, another thing that I want to do is I want to try to see what the cost of living for me could be, because I don't really know that just yet. And I want to do some experiments, because if I were to have to go out on my own, or make that decision to go out on my own, I want to be somewhat confident that I could still make it happen. But at the end of the day, that's all numbers, and it should be relatively easy to kind of calculate. But as far as an emotional thing, don't get crazy about it, because I don't think that it's worth it. I'll keep you updated on how I feel, how my numbers look as far as the net worth. Like I said, I really want to do some net worth updates, and I feel like this was a weird one today. But we'll be back again tomorrow. Probably not gonna be a super big update tomorrow. Like I said, there's a lot of things going on, but that's how it goes. I'm super excited. Again, as always, thank you guys so much for taking the time out of your day to watch and click on the video. It really does mean a lot to me. Let's keep going. Tell your friends. Tell them to subscribe. Hit the subscribe button. We're still trying to get to 100. I need that. But thank you guys. Appreciate it so much. And I'll talk to you in the next one.